Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Thursday night live on Facebook and on YouTube. I hope you will answer the question you see on the screen when you come on. My name is Marilyn. I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, and I love sharing things I can make and show you how to make them. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. You can see the picture on the screen. That's what I'm going to show you how to make. It's really not that difficult. And I hope that you'll give it a try, especially if you have the nested essential dyes, because that's kind of a must when you do this. So today is Thursday, October 24th, a month away from Halloween. Hard to believe the whole October is just about over. So thank you for joining me. A few things to go over. First of all, I am still collecting to donate a craft kit for Santa's Anonymous. And I really want to thank all of you who have donated so far. It's been overwhelming, your generosity. Thank you, thank you. Let me know if you're interested in that. Please and thank you. There's a starter kit special still happening till the 31st, and the kits are on sale up to 30% off until October 31st. Close to my heart products that Stampin' Up has are 30% off while supplies last. While supplies last. So, and the scrapbooking brochure is still available. So just to let you know those things, I want to thank Faye, who is on here to be my moderator again tonight, like before. So thank you, Faye. And I'm just going to switch now to go through the other things that are happening in my life. Not in my life, in my Stampin' Up world. And let you see me, I am here. Our Friday with Friends Zoom class happens every Friday at 1:00 with other people teaching, and I thank you all so much for doing that. We have a great time just sharing what we want to make and or what the teacher has decided we're going to make, and just having a fun time together. It's a great time. So if you want to join, let me know that too. We have 12 months of Christmas, the second Thursday of each month. Registration will be open for that until next Thursday, because I do have to get kits ready to send off anywhere in Canada. Monthly card class the third Thursday, so registration will be a week following that, or end a week after the Christmas card one. And again, anyone is welcome. I do have PDFs for both of those that I can sell worldwide, but I cannot sell the kits anywhere other than Canada. My current host code, in case you're interested in purchasing any of the products, and a link to where you can reach all of my different things that happen. So that's a shortcut link there for you. So I will go back, just leave that question up for a bit. I'm going to switch to my desktop, and I'm assuming that people are here. I see Faye answering things, so thank you very much, Faye. And I see Bonnie, Betty, Pam, great Catherine, Judy. Thank you all for being here and for being part of this great community that we have. So I will carry on and not spend a lot of time there. Faye does have access to put comments up on the screen so that we can all see them, because we can see both Facebook and YouTube, but those on YouTube can only see YouTube comments. Those on Facebook can only see Facebook comments. So we love to share, and that's what we'll do the best we can. On my desktop, you can see some of the DIY coffins that I've made. These are ones that I made last year, and you can see there's some with glimmer paper. So you can use glimmer paper, whatever colors you want on the top. This one I used just white. You could stamp on it if you wanted to. I'm just going to set those aside because they're going to be in my way. This one I used one of our specialty papers. And part of the reason is that for this project, you do need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So if you don't have, I happen to have black on hand. I do have some white and a couple others from my scrapbooking days. But if you don't have, you could certainly use designer paper, whether the heavier specialty paper or the colored. This one I made this year using the new paper that Stampin' Up! Has come out with, similar to Close to My Heart, that has the two different shades. So you can see that the inside is darker. And I thought that was a neat idea there. And I did stamp on that one and used Wink of Stella on the flower just to give it a bit. But I think would work great as a gift to anyone. I was surprised, and I'm going to show you this now, that look at what you can get into it. It's not that small, really, because this is what I buy to give out. My question about what you would rather have today in my this or that, it was chocolate or candy corn. And I think probably 99% of the people said chocolate. So this is mine. I buy the boxes of these that come with this. There's an Aero chocolate bar too that comes with it. But I was pleasantly surprised when I tried this to see that you could get 3 of those in there. So, and I did, if you look really close, I can see glue because I did not put this on a adhesive sheet before I cut it out, but I'm going to show you that one. I am going to cut one out tonight like that to show you. So, and I think I'm going to try putting the letters BOO down this way instead of across. But anyway, lots of different things you can do with it. Lots of events you can use these for. So I will get started with what I have, and the measurements for this, for what I've used, come from Angie at Stamping with Amore. I believe it's Angie Judah, if I remember correctly. And so these are 2 inches by 12, and we're going to score each one a little bit differently. I have used grab it here for a minute, in case you don't have it, the Nested Essentials dies. The large one makes these 2 for the top and bottom of the box. Then you have choices. I started out on my black one, I was going to do orange and yellow, Halloween colors in my world. But because I wanted to put a glimmer paper on that was orange, I reverted to, what can I do with it now? Just to black. And then the glimmer paper. So all different choices. On this one today, because I'm doing it more in Christmas colors, I'm going to use white. I have these letters cut out. Sorry, I'm reading the note from Pam. Thought of Valentine's Day would be cute. Yes, to have a bunch of sweethearts inside. So true. So I have cut out the word joy to go across there, and I did put adhesive sheets on the back of that. And then I'm going to embellish with a couple of these cut out of gold from this one-of-a-kind die. And it comes with the one that I used for here, the detailed one, plus the one that will cut a stamped image. So some great pieces to use for this. So I'm just going to set those aside for now, and I will do the scoring on this with my scoreboard and see if I can get it to where you can see it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so these are each 12 inches long by 2 inches this way. So the first one, I'm going to score at 1 1/4, 3 1/2. Whoops, that wasn't very straight. 5 3/4, 7, 9, 9 1/4, and 11 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it And I'm to score it 1/2 inch, but because I want to hang on to it, I'm going to score it at 1.5. So it's 1/2 inch from this side. It doesn't matter which side. And that gives you the tabs that we're going to cut and glue with. Then the next piece, I'm going to score at 1 1/8. So just a little bit shorter. 3 3/8. 5 5/8. 6 3/4. 9 11 1/4. And the same thing, turn and score at 1/2 inch. I'll try to do it all the way down the page. So the score pal works great for that. You could do it on your trimmer, but you do have to put the arm out. So just if you have one of these, I use this all the time. I have it set over beside my large paper trimmer. So what you're doing with these is you just grab one of these other ones. Okay. All those different score lines are scoring it here, so you can fold it around that shape. And because the lid is a little bit bigger, you've got 2 different dimensions for scoring them. So the first one I did with the wider is for the top. And as you might expect when you make a box, I'm going to notch out, let me think for a minute, all of these so that we can make them fold up and go around a little bit easier. And on the small one here, I am going to just take that piece right out so it's not bulky in the end. I just want to remind you that if you have questions, please put them in there. If we don't answer them on screen, we will certainly answer them later. So I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to, because I'm dealing with designer paper, this is one of our specialty papers. I'm going to be careful with how I fold it, but I want this on the outside. Therefore, I'm just going to finger fold it actually, so that I don't tear it. And hey, Kirsten, haven't seen you on here for a long time. Hey, Carmen, my nieces. Great to see you. And I'm going to end up with, really have to think about this with the way I want it. So, I don't know, those of you who are not deeply involved in Stampin' Up like I am, if you don't have the dies that cut these, I'm not sure what you could use. Maybe some of you on here can give some suggestions, because I would have to guess that Carmen and Kirsten do not have those, and they have little ones. These would be great to make for. So basically what I'm going to do is place this adhesive on there, and then I'm going to stick it to here. One thing to note, because I'm dealing with the top, I want the good side of this way, and then I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put dry adhesive and hope that my tape runner does not tear the paper like it was doing earlier. Yes, maybe not. Oh, yeah. Okay. So just go down, put your adhesive on, and we need a piece on this little piece here. And then if I get my head or my hands in the way, I'm sorry, but I do have to. This is my top. This is where I want it to go. So I would say this is probably the trickiest part, is to try and line it up so that you can see. It's going to be away from that, about that far. If you look at one of these, it's off the end a little bit. It's not right up to the end. Stacey, I see your comment about maybe a square or a rectangle instead. Yes, that would work. However, what we thought was the neatest part about this when we were discussing it during my team meeting the other night was the fact that it did look like a coffin. So I'm going to hope that when I get done with this going around, that it's going to be pretty even. And I just thought, usually, as you know, I go through all of the names who comment this week and all the way up to next Thursday, which I don't know if I'm going to do one next Thursday with it being Halloween. Anyway, and the winner gets this project that I make tonight. This would be kind of hard to mail, so I'm not sure. Maybe what I could do is send the pieces, and whoever wins could. Bonnie, I like your comment. But stitch and tear work, tape runner is my enemy. Betty. Yes, the what do you call it? This stuff would work. But I did manage to get that. So that's the top, because it had the wider. And now basically do the same with the other. Carmen, thank you. Carmen, my niece is saying that they could totally make this if I sent them the pieces and they would send pictures back. And yes, you do share lots of wonderful pictures, Carmen. So, and Kirsten. So thank you so much. It's nice to do things like that when we live so far apart, but we do love sharing. That's what family is all about. So there are, and so I'm doing the same thing on the other piece. And if you recall, my measurements were a little bit shorter, thanks to Angie for sharing all of those with us. And same thing, I'm going to keep the shiny side out. You know, it's kind of like when you're driving a vehicle and jokingly your brother tells you keep the shiny side up. In other words, don't roll it. I'm sure some of you have had your brother tell you that, just like mine. So yeah, so in conjunction with our favorite Halloween treats that I had up there, what else would you put in here? I saw Pam's comment that Faye shared with us there, that the sweethearts for Valentine's is a great one. Can you think of anything else? I'm thinking maybe gift card. Let me see as I'm looking at that. Well, I guess it does fit with nothing else. Maybe money. cash money would be great. What else? Occasions. Somebody, when I was watching something, I started out looking for Halloween treat boxes is what caused all of this. Plus I am making a number of the black ones with boo on them for my grandkids and Carmen and Kirsten's niece and nephew who live down the street from me here. So they're going to get chocolates in theirs though. So oh, great ideas. I see some coming up there and Faye's looking after, and earrings and lip balm. I do have a couple other Halloween treats here that I want to show you packaging that I received, and one of them does have a small bottle of hand sanitizer in it. I'm sure that would fit as well. So once again, I'm going to do the same thing, but for this one, what Angie suggested was to make sure that it fits is to tuck it inside here. I want to be careful because I've got, I should have adhesive on this one. Excuse me. So I'm just going to tuck it inside. Remember, this is the lid that's on the table. These other pieces, and this is where you could use, back to your question, Betty, in the original there is you could use liquid glue, but it would take a little longer for it to set up. So you can see it all fits. Your tabs are over like that. Now, this is the bottom, so you want this good side to show. So I'm going to turn it and place it like so. Oh, pretty good, if I say so myself. And then, again, I'm going to take my bone folder and just burnish where all that adhesive is on there. And I love how you can see the inside of it's, it's finished. You don't have to worry about doing any of that. So there is our box. And yeah. So I'm going to, for this one, I thought, I didn't know what other color. I didn't want gold because of my embellishments that I'm going to put on there. So I decided white was probably my best choice. And I'm going to use liquid glue on that one because it's going, sorry, try to keep it in the camera here. Cardstock to cardstock. And then, whoops, my O fell out of my, that's what I was going to show you, my adhesive sheets. Have you used adhesive sheets? I know we've talked about this at other times. Adhesive sheets come in a package like this. 12 of them in here. They're in strips, but you can cut them. I've got all kinds of little pieces and whatever. So when I wanted to do more for these, the black ones I'm going to do for my grandkids and whatever, I took this, and this is our new, what is it? Peach, the peach color. This is the in colors in the glimmer pink. And I just cut these pieces and put it on the back. So now when I use my dies on there, they will have the adhesive just like these do. So it is so much easier. There's my O, my Y, and my J stayed stuck in my my die. But easy to take it out. And I did use that same paper that's here, only I put it on the other side, so it's just got a little bit of the gold showing there. And what I'm going to do, just because It's the way I do things. I'm going to start with the with the O in the center. And Betty uses adhesive sheets all the time. Would the liquid glue bottle fit inside? I'm going to try that, Catherine. Thank you. Good idea. Quite straight. You know what? I've discovered too, but I have to remember to do it. These tweezers work wonderful for doing things like this, where my fingers kind of get in the way when I'm trying to, or stuck. So there I can use my points as my reference. Still didn't work right. Okay. No, glue bottle. Before I forget. Yes, Catherine, glue bottle does fit. So a great treat if you wanted to do that for some of your crafting friends for a gift. And even though we all think this looks like a coffin, a casket, whatever you want to call it, it certainly doesn't have to be if you make it in different colors. I can see Pam's idea for using it for hearts. I'm not going to put a lot of room, if I can manage to get this done, in between them, because I do want to have room for my snowflakes on the end. Yeah, so true, Pam. It depends on the colors you do. And that's why I wanted to show you all those colors to begin with, because if you don't do it as a black coffin, it can certainly just be a treat holder. And I neglected to put these on adhesive sheets, so I will use the dots of liquid glue. Oh, is mine. Let's see. All kinds of neat things to show you here when I'm done too. So I'm just going to and I do have that little glue bottle like a lot of you do for fine tip glue, but mine usually ends up being the glue doesn't come out, so I've just learned to use little dots of this and hope it doesn't squish out all over the place. So like I say, when I was trying to look for embellishments, I thought, oh, maybe some snowflakes. This would look more like Christmas. I know when we discussed this the other day at our team meeting, Bonnie mentioned Christmas place settings is what we were talking about. So lots of different possibilities. So, and we know, those of us who are in this crazy crafting Ferris wheel, as we call it, round and round we go. Somebody's always coming up with a neat idea, and we can try it some other ways. So there we go. I just reading Pam's comment. Yes, a lot of people end up with glue everywhere with the other. I know that I've watched, and I'm sure some of you have as well. Some of the ladies use something called it looks like a pistol, like a glue gun for glue. And Oh, Kirsten, yes, could use baby or bridal shower favors. Yeah, another great idea. Anyway, that pistol kind of idea. Somebody mentioned they used this glue in it, and somebody else said, well, it didn't work for them. It got plugged. So, well, hold me, I'm just going to take that off of there so I can see where the comments. So, good to oh, okay. Pam, as I'm talking about that glue gun, Pam's just saying this from Sweet Petunia makes those guns that shoot the glue. It's supposed to be really good for arthritis hands. Yes, I would be leery. What I did read today was that it has to be a water-based glue, which this is, but somehow, anyway, always something. If you're going to try something new like that, there will be a learning curve of some sort, I'm sure. So let me share now with you some other treat holders. This is one that Linda gave to me last year, and I hung on to it because it is so cute. It's a little shaker envelope, plus the Halloween paper on here. And of course, there were chocolate treats inside. Nah, not anymore, but it's cute, and I really liked it. And this one, I haven't opened yet, but she's done what we call sour cream containers. They're, I'm gonna say rectangles. I can't remember for sure, but you squish one this way and one this way and glue them. And I think there's probably chocolate in that one too, and a little bowl. And Linda has made those as well. And this one is the one I was mentioning, that a little box, but it has the hand gel in it. So that one would definitely fit in there as well. So lots of ideas for you guys to use. So, and that's another uh, treat container, I'm going to call it, which you could use. Plus, I have some cards to share. That back together. Oh, I'll put it in the screen. That would be a good thing. A card done with this new set that's available now. I don't have it, but thank you, Linda, for sharing, and the bats. And most of you know Linda is Halloween crazy. So she's got all kinds of neat designs and things that she shares there. Oops, again. This is a couple of fall cards that I've received. This one opens right from here. I keep trying to open it up here, but it's got flowers stamped, and then opens that way. This one is another fall one, opens this way, with die cut out of some of that specialty paper that we love. These two are ones we made in our Friday Zoom class last week, using designer paper to share both sides of it. Quick and easy card, very effective. And this is one done with the paper going the other direction, or another sheet from that set, I should say, that I made. This is one I made with the new Hearts of Elegance set that it will be available to customers in November, but demonstrators could buy it now. All kinds of heart dies in that set. The big one would be probably too big for the front of a card. It is huge, but beautiful, beautiful dies there. This is a treat that, or a welcome gift I received from an event I went to first part of October, using the reindeer. And I will be using that in my Christmas card club class in November. And this is a card that I made last week for my swap cards, and it's using the Humble Home punch and stamp set. So many different things you can do getting ready for Christmas, and hopefully that's helped you somewhat with some ideas. Now, presuming I don't see any messages from Faye saying stop, you can't hear me or anything. So Thank you, Faye, for doing this again. And now I'm going to switch over to the draw for tonight, which I have to share my screen. Select window. And I will go here. And 14 of you have commented. You do not have to say anything in particular, like Halloween or gift box or anything. You just have to comment. And I will click the button to draw. If your name is drawn, it will not show up again. If you've never received anything in the mail from me, please send me your mailing address. Kirsten, I think I have yours. Congratulations. And getting ready for winter here, they keep saying, and Carmen, well, you US nieces are winning today. Good to see you here and happy to send you something. The cards I send are some that I've either made or received in swaps, and I just love sharing them. So I thank you for being on here. And Kathy Jean, good to see you here as well. Hope everything is well where you are and hope you haven't got too much snow there. Kathy, for those of you who don't know, Kathy lives in northern Alberta. So I did read that Fox Creek had some snow. I've seen some pictures of snow in places. And hey, we know it's coming here eventually. So thank you all again for joining me. And I hope to see you next time. Like I say, I don't know for sure if I'll do it next week because of it being Halloween. I'll decide that a little bit closer, but I will let you know. And otherwise, I will see you the next time. Take care now and happy crafting. Bye now.